Hello everyone. This is Elise from Bossy Mixed Media Embroidery Art. We are finally going to do the owl party in the tree, the final touches, okay? Welcome to the grand finale of the owl party in the tree. In this video, we're going to put the finishing touch on our whimsical celebration as we adorn this tree house, or should I say tree, with the owls in it. And we are going to decorate with the last stitches. Okay, I'm going to show you. This was the original one right here. Okay, this is the one that gave me the how to do it, and I said, you know, I'm gonna try, if I can, try to do all my sewing projects before I do the one with you guys, so I can know what I'm doing. But you know what, it can't never be the same, because let me show you the one that I'm doing with you guys. Okay, here goes the one. Here we go. I have a bigger button on top. I did more turkey stitches on the two owls. I did the satin stitch. We have the running stitch. We have the seed stitch. We have the stars, which is done by the seed stitch. We had the circle, which was on the other one, but I just enhanced it with more circles. We have the blanket stitch. Okay, my thread trying to follow me. We have the blanket stitch and the button stitch. So all of this is incorporated in this, I believe 3x5, but anyway, it's all here. So what we're going to do now, I already outlined the gray owl. So anybody don't know what outlines, just an in and out stitch, okay? And I did it backwards, so that's the back stitch. So now we're going to do all together the ta-da satin stitch. So come and join me. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. We're going to start with our owl, and we're going to do the satin stitch. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start here so we can have it hold down. Okay, I'm going to rough draft around the, let me see, can I do this real quick? Okay, let's go closer in. Okay, now here we go. We're going to first draft the owl, meaning we're going to stitch around the feathers. Okay. Do you ever had them days when you just can't talk? I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm gonna do, guess what guys, the back stitch on this. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So we're gonna do the back stitch. This is what you call the back stitch. And, okay. And try to make it small as possible, if you, cause I'm doing the curve, and I don't want to go out from the wing. We'll say that, the wing. Okay, here we go. Because I did went out a little bit, but it's not noticeable. So to me, I think it's noticeable. But somebody that don't know, they won't notice unless I put it to their attention. Okay, so here we go. All right, here we go. I think we can do at least 3 more stitches of holding this down from the owl. And like I said, we're doing the back stitch, which is a basic common stitch. Everybody actually know the back stitch. If you don't, now you know. Back stitch, we just go back. Okay. And go right into the next stitch. Sometimes you can go right into the stitch that was previous from that. It'll make it more even. Let's try that. And I have a stitch here, which is coming from the back. I'm gonna see, can I remove it? If not, I'll just cut it with the scissors. So let me see, can I do that instead? because that guy shouldn't be there. Okay, now, all right, here we go. I don't know how that stitch, that little black stitch get there, but okay, let's see, can I move it? Okay, I did. Okay, since that was in the way, I'm bringing that forward. Okay, so all the stitches went back except that last stitch. I brought it forward, which is a regular stitch. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to make sure this bird, hang on before I put the other colors, because we're going to do the wing a different color than the body of the bird, which is the owl. So we're going to back stitch again. So I'm gonna bring this down. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna just do 2 more stitches, and that will definitely bring that down. So let's try it. Let's go closer so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I want to make sure I get into that piece of fabric because I see a little bit of the fabric is rattling, so we want to stop that before it gets any more. So that's why we got to make sure we trace our bird. Okay, this should be the last one, so I'm gonna go right on the top there, right there on the tip, because I want to make sure I get the tip, and I'm going too far over. Sometimes when you do sewing, it goes right exactly where you need to go. Then sometimes you had to work that thread and make it go where you want it to go. Okay, here we go. All right, so we have back stitch that side of the bird. Now, okay, see that right there? It's too far over. We're gonna solve that problem. So you go on the outside of the bird. I still had to take it all out again, and guess what? The thread came out. Don't worry, it happens. Okay, we're gonna rethread the thread. Okay, let's do this. Take it, pinch your thread, take your needle, go on top of it, voila. Okay, there we go. Now, in order to get that, we're gonna couch it. Okay. And guess what, people? I did it again. Because you know what? If your thread is too long, see how long it is? And your hand get in the way, it's possible can happen. So try to go from your fingers to at least to your elbow. Don't let your thread be too long. And if you do, you're going to have what I just had. But if you are patient, it's nothing. You can just do it. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to couch it. But what I'm going to do, okay, you see where I brought it over from the top? I'm going to bring that thread over to the end, and I'm going to couch it so I don't have to take it out. Although I could have did that too, but it's just a quick fix. Now see, it's fixed. It's right in line with everything else. Sometimes you don't have to take thread out. You can just go with the flow and try to fix it and think real quick what to do. It's so easy to do, but once you get the habit of keep sewing and keep doing slow stitch, I learned a lot by doing slow stitch to fix all the little things that need to be fixed, because that's the only way you learn. You have to go. If you don't try to do things, you won't learn. And even sometimes when you do stuff, sometimes when you make a mistake, sometimes you find out that's the best mistake ever. So that's how I learned anyway. And I don't care how many years you learn how to sew or how many years you've been sewing, you always learn. I'm going to tell you one thing. With sewing, you will always learn new things, okay? You might have some things that you constantly do, but in the process, you still be learning new techniques, how to do something faster, or basically doing it too long. What can I do to move it quicker? Or and it's not drama when sewing either. So with that said, you're supposed to have fun doing slow. You're supposed to have fun doing slow stitch. You're supposed to have, it's supposed to be like a, how can you say, a meditation, like you're meditating or something. It's supposed to be smooth. And like you put, okay, good example, like you put on nice soft music and you like the way it sounds and you all into it. And that's the same way with sewing. I can't explain it no other way. It's very soothing. Some people have the soothing with their sewing machine that goes in ribbon. Some people do sewing because it's very relaxing. Like if you want to do any hobby, if you're not happy, that's what I should say. If you're not happy doing a hobby, you don't need to do it. And if you feel as though it's frustrating and it's not for you, go to the next hobby. That's why I like to do Boss Up Mixed Media, because by me doing mix, I can do so many things with this. One thing I'm going to do, show you what painting with threads would do, or painting your fabrics with fabric paint and everything. That's the only thing I liked about my title of this channel, Boss Up Mixed Media, because although I'm doing embroidery and we're going to do more than that. There's going to be so much stuff that we can do with this channel. Because number one, everybody, I'm over a year. I just made my first year anniversary. So with that said, we're going to have some fun because I have another project I believe that everybody will like and enjoy to do. So, and I have so many things set up for this year, for the 2024. So stay tuned, like and subscribe and comment. I need to hear your feedback so I can know how to do my part better, or you want to learn something more, or just if you want to learn something, you can ask me. If I don't know how to do it, honestly, I would tell you I don't know how to do that, but I will try my best to learn whatever you ask me. But I just like to sew. I've been sewing for years. I've been sewing since I was a little girl, making doll clothes and sewing stuff, and I stopped for a while because, you know, work and everything, you can't do everything, but you try to, but sometimes you have to lay back and do other things. And I just recently got back into this a couple of years ago, and I said, oh man, why did I stop sewing? It's so relaxing. And when you have things and you think about things and you have things to do in life, sometimes you gotta slow down, slow your roll, okay? And that's what I did. I slowed my roll, and it so helped me. Stress can kill you, people, okay? So sometimes you have to slow down and just take it slow. Like I'm sewing now, I'm taking it slow. I mean, it's supposed to be relaxing, so you take it slow. Don't stress over anything. And if you mess up on something and you don't like the way it looks, take it out and redo it. That's all. Or if you have a quick fix, but you keep sewing, sometimes, like I just said, you can do a quick fix. Okay, I just went over the whole bird with the back stitch, so I'm gonna do a couple of more stitch of the back stitch, and then I'm gonna head in with the satin stitch. And you know what, I'm just doing a lot of sewing is basically basic stitch. if you pay attention to that. A lot of these slow stitches, basis stitch. And I noticed one of the stitch that people do that's basis stitch is the back stitch, satin stitch, and more. So it's a lot of things that is so relaxing, like I said. And the basis sticks, like I said, I sound like I'm repeating myself, but it's the truth. It's the truth. If you can do the satin stitch, the back stitch, and the C stitch, you're a winner. Because guess what? That's basis stitch. Get them, and then you add the French knots, and then you add all the other stitch. Then you know you're doing something, because you be like, oh wow, I'm moving to the next step. So since I still have thread on my needle, I am going to do the satin stitch until it run out, because I've just finished the back stitch. Now I'm going to, you know, the satin stitch is a filler. So we fill it up and we go from there. So I'm going to do a couple of more stitches. Okay. See, that's all you do with the satin stitch. Go in and out, because what you're doing, you're filling up the object, whatever your image is, and you fill it up. So after I go on the other side of this heart, I'm going to go and do this, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, we at the last part of the hearts and the satin stitch of the owl. So let's do this together. Okay, in between the hearts, I'm trying not to put the I'm sorry, the thread. The thread through the heart. I just want to go make sure I have the outline of the heart, because if you notice, the satin stitch is just around the heart. It's like it's 3D on top of the hearts. Okay, now we have the last part right here, and then we're going to do the above the other heart there. So let's try to do that. And here we go, the last little bit right over here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my needle in between the heart bridge right there, you know, where the humps. Make sure I get my needle exactly in there. Yep. Bring it up, bring it down, and like I said, the satin stitch is a filler stitch, so all we doing is filling this owl up. So, and I put my thumb there to make sure I don't get the heart part. And be careful when you bring a needle back down, because you can accidentally, I did it a couple of times, you can accidentally, okay, here we go, here goes the owl with the heart. See the satin stitch, okay? I accidentally poked my fingers a couple of times doing satin stitch, so it's possible. Okay. All right, now I'm going to do where his wing's at. I'm going to take the thread, I'm going to bring it through the back to bring it over towards the wing. So I'll drag it through the back. Okay, there we go. Now, if you see, there's the wing. I'm going to outline the owl wings with the gray, since I still have some gray thread here. And I'm going to go to the other end where that wing is at. And guess what, people? I'm going to couch it. So we just added another stitch. I'm going to couch that one because I'm going to bring it in the miller and bring the stitch I just did over to couch it. There you go, for the bring it way exactly where I want it. So I hope y'all saw that. And I'm gonna put maybe two more dots, two more fillers here with the gray since it's there. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this as white. I'm going to leave this wing white, just like the hearts. So I'm going to bring the gray here, since I still have some thread left. Right, you see where all the dots at? Just put your needle through the gray dots and go for it. It's like you have a coloring crayon and you just want to put the gray wherever you want. And here we go. Everywhere where you see the lines, I think you should put the gray there. Some people might, it's up to you. You can leave it, but I want the thread to be my outline of this wing. So I'm gonna bring this over to the last bit of the wing, and then there we have it. Okay, and then I'm going to take it in the back, slide it through the fabric, because don't forget I have the back. And you know what? This is art, so you won't see the back, so don't worry about the back. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to do a segment though on how to clean the back, but right now we concentrating on this owl party in the front. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to do his eyes and his beak, and then we're going to do the turkey stitch. So what I'm going to do, oh, and I got buttons too. Okay, we're going to put buttons on the tree. All right, I'm trying to shorten this segment short as I can. Okay, so we did the satin stitch. Okay, we outlined the wing. Now we're going to take the orange thread and we're going to do his beak with the orange thread. And I'm going to actually do it with 6 strands of the thread, cut it. And I'm hoping that it's 6 strands. It can go through here, but if I had to up my needle, I would do it, but I think I can make it. There we go. All right, so what we're gonna do, a quilter's knot. So as you go 1, 2, or 3, take it up, bring it down, drag your thread, and there you go. There you go the knot, okay? Now, we're gonna do his beak, and I think instead of having his eyes gray, I'm gonna do his eyes, the middle of his eye with a satin, I'm doing a satin stitch now with the nose. But when I do the eyeball, which is the circle, I'm gonna do that with the French knot. Okay, so I believe we only had to do maybe, let's go here, maybe 3 stitches, which is perfect. Bring it up, go right back down into the other stitch. Remember people, this is freeform too, so you can call this freeform, you can call this hobo, you can call this, I'm calling it embroidery art. Okay. Okay, bring it down. There we go. It was a little tight because I did all 6 strands, but that's okay. There we go. So we have his nose, okay? And I'm going to go across that nose in the top. Okay, I'm gonna go across it right there to the other end. Right there, and then we have it. All right, so since I went across, I'm gonna go one more time in that center because then I'm gonna make it look like a 3D. So try to go right back into the center. It's your nose, so you can do, if you wanna not be that thick, it's up to you, but I'm gonna do it thicker, and that nose can stand out, and I'm not gonna go above that stitch I just did. Okay, let's see, can I pull it? There we go. There we go. And do I need another stitch there? Let me see. Do I need another? What you guys think? I'm gonna try one more stitch, but I'm gonna carry it to the right side. And it might be your left side, depending on the way it's recording, but it's my right. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. We have a beak. Ay, ay, ay. It's a nice one, but I want it to be a little more. I'm gonna bring it one more time. I know I'm pushing it, but let's do it again. Right there. There we go. Because I want this beat to be a 3D, and I'm hoping that I can pull this through. There we go. Got it. All right, got it. Yes. Okay, now we're going to do the eyeballs with a French knot. You go up, carry your needle, and sometimes you might get threads from the back that was back there, which I'm going to clean the back up. Okay, but no worries. Like I said, this is art. No one's seeing your thread. So 1, 2, 3. Bring it down. Pull it. And there we go. And that is your French knot. I don't know how I'm getting the other thread. Maybe I need, but it's cute though, but maybe I need to check the back of my work. Oh, okay, I see why. Okay guys, got it. Okay, here we go. Now, the next one. sometimes your oops makes it nice. And I'm actually gonna leave that green dot there. I'm not gonna move it. And I just loosen I just taken the thread from my needle from my ring. Okay, here we go. Take the needle, pull it out, thread it, bring it up. There we go. Should go through, guys. It should go through. Yep, it did. Okay, good. Sometimes you might get a straggler that don't want to go through. Did it go through? Yes, it did. Okay, here we go. The last eye of this owl. Now, if you want to go further with this owl, you can do the. I see something here. Let me see. Can I fix my nose better? Okay. I see a little bit. So I'm going underneath the stitch. Okay, there we go. All right. French knot. 1, 2, 3. I did 3 on the last one. So I'm going to keep that going. Then lift it. Bring it down. And there we go. Then we have the French knot. One eye gonna have a speck of green, but okay, that's okay. Now, you see that little orange there on the top of that? And since it's a little bit moving the owl from the top, and it didn't catch with the outline stitch, so what I'm gonna do to save my owl, because I know if I see it, y'all guys can see it. So I'm gonna pull it through. I'm going to bring a couple of orange dots because it's on his head anyway up the top. I'm going to bring it down. Really, nobody's going to know but you guys. Okay, here we go. Let me see here what is going on. Okay, let's pull it. I'm pulling it. There we go. All right. All right, I might have to redo that over. Maybe not. I don't know why I did that, but I'm going to cipher that. I'm going to remove that. Okay, there we go. That's weird. This is teaching me another lesson in my to make sure there's no problem in the back. Okay, here we go. All kidding aside, I'm going to bring this one over to make sure that fabric do not move. And like I said, it is. Should I do one more in the center? I don't want to do around his nose, so I think it's okay. It's not going to move anywhere. Okay, what I'm going to do, the eyes, should I keep it going with the, I'm going to put the gray around the other part. So let's finish that part. I'm going to go on the back to make sure that thread is hidden. Or should I say that it won't come out. So I secure the thread and cut it. And like I said, I will clean the back later. Okay. There. We have that going. Okay, here we go. Now, we are going to do the turkey stitch. Okay, now we're going to start the turkey stitch. And this one is not as big as the other ones. This is going to be a little smaller one. So I'm going to start in the middle. But let me thread my needle first. Pinch it. Bring the needle out. Bring the thread up. Okay. We're going to do a quick quote this knot. Voila. Okay, now the turkey stitch is so easy. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. Okay, the turkey stitch, I'm going to just do small. Okay. Once I start the sides with the turkey stitch, I had to keep going with it. So let's start that first. Okay. Okay, turkey stitch is nothing but a loop. You go bring it back down next to it, and whatever size the loop is, keep it going with the same size. Okay, now I'm gonna do all of mine, hopefully this length, okay, because we do have to cut it. Now what I'm gonna do now, once I have that end, the loop, I'm gonna bring my needle back next to it to lock close as possible, but we don't waste thread, to lock that. Okay, we locked it. Now see, it's locked. It won't go anywhere. It's perfectly locked. So I'm gonna do maybe 3 more with you, and then I'll meet you at the end. So you come up, keep it the same, try to keep it the same size as possible, because basically we're going to cut this. So if you can even go smaller, it's okay, but by me showing y'all this stitch. Okay, so we have it. Make sure it's practically the same size as the other one, which it is. Hold it, and then you can lock your stitch anywhere. You can go anywhere as long as it's around that stitch. Hold your stitch and then lock it close as possible. And you want to do close as possible because you don't want to waste thread that way either. Okay, let's do one more. See, it's locked in. See, it's locked. Okay, so let's do one more, and then I'll meet you at the end. Okay. The thread, like it didn't want to come up. Okay, here we go. Now, we're going to bring it the same size. And if the order to know if you want it the same size, just carry it to the other loops, and then let's go down. All right. And now we got it in. Now we have to lock it. And like I said, as long as it's nearby, you're good. Okay, let's lock it. If I can get it up. And then close as possible to the other stitch. And then it's locked. Alrighty, there, it's locked. Now here, all 3 of these stitches are locked. See, locked. Okay, so that's the turkey stitch. So right now, I will meet you at the end. Okay, we're going to do now, see all of these loops I have here. We're going to, don't worry, the magic is not yet. We got to finish it up. So we got the hoops. You notice I'm holding all the hoops back that way, bringing it down. Okay. As you get fuller, you have to really watch your loops. Make sure they don't get tangled up. Okay. Then you go, lock that loop in. So you bring the thread up. And if you notice, I did 3 different colors, 3 different shades of the green. So it can really look like the other ones. Okay. So you bring it down. Okay. We'll do like, I said, maybe we'll do like maybe 5 more. Bring it up, bring it down, hold everything, make sure the loop is in, move your thumb. Any way that you think could work for you, as long as you have that loop there. Lock it in, bring it down, lock it, lock that stitch. Okay, now bring it up again. Bring it down. Hold your threads. Okay, bring that out. Lock it in. I love turkey stitch because it makes so many. You can make fuzzy animals with turkey stitch. You can make grass. So many things you can do. It's like a filler. It's another way of filling things up too. Okay, bring it down. Okay, there we go. Make sure it don't get attached to the other ones. Bring it around. Okay, lock it in. Okay, let's do maybe 2 more. Because I think once I cut it, it should hide the other. Okay, bring it down. It should hide this part here. Okay, bring it up. Bring it up over here. And actually, you can lock your stitch, your turkey stitch anywhere, long as it's close as possible. Okay, bring it down. Okay, you're locking that stitch in. And try to pull it. Okay, I'm just gonna lock it now. Okay, I'm gonna lock this. I'm gonna bring it up because that one is getting a little bit. Bring it up. Let me see, can I bring this up a little bit? Although once you cut it, it's gonna be all even anyway, but you're gonna cut it. So I'm gonna cut that with you guys. And let me see, can I lock it? Because I thought I locked this one, but that's possible. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna lock it. That's it. For now, I'm gonna go in the back, bring the thread through all them loops, pull it. There we go. All right, there we go. Now, we can see it's going to hide that. There's a bunch of color of different shades of green. Well, now what we're going to do, I'm going to take my little bowl here. I'm going to now give it a cut. We're going to cut it. Bring your fabric. Now what I do, sometimes I just do it like this so they can be all even. I just bring it because I don't want it too short and I definitely don't want it too long. So I take my scissors to make sure I bring all of them up. And then what I do, I don't cut them too short at first. I cut them to just go like this. Okay. And then we're going to shape it. But before I do that, now I take it, shape it. Make sure, because some of them still, I don't know, you can still see that some of them will be different lengths. I don't care how you look at it. There's no way you can be perfect. Now here we go. We got the turkey stitch. Now what I'm doing, I have my little metal brush here. What I do, I just comb it, or should I say brush it. And since it's locked, we should be okay. Now, if there's any of them loose, we will know once we do this, because it will definitely let us know. Now, if you do like an animal, you can do it like shorter or longer. It's up to you. But there we go. Now, if I want to still embellish it, make it a little shorter, I'll just do like this and cut it on the side. And I see another spot I can cut. Just bring it. And there we go. I think it's all even. Right here, right there, right there, right there. Okay. And I did the stitch with 6 strands of thread. I did the whole strands of 6 strands. So there we go. Now I can clean this out. I love these little brushes. I got these from, I'm trying to think where Temu. I had a whole bag of 6. They so great for sewing. Okay, now there we go, the turkey stitch. So I have them all on this side, all different sizes. You can just comb it. And like I said, this is just, I'm thinking about doing my granddaughter, because I have a quilted a quilted blanket that's plain white, nothing on it. And I'm thinking about, with all this little stuff I'm doing, I'm thinking about doing my granddaughters this kind of stuff. Okay, now we finished that. Okay, what else we had to do with this party owl thing here? Okay, we're gonna do some, let's get some more green thread. We are going to do, I'm just do this length, cut it. All right, there we go. We are going to do the buttons, but let me see, make sure my needle go through these holes. Yeah, perfect. Okay, what I'm gonna do 4 strands, so I'm gonna separate it. There we go. Or should I say 3? I'm sorry. We're going to do 3 strands. Separate it in half, and this is how I usually separate my threads. And I think it is going to be 4 because I think this is only 2. But I'm going to do 4, so let's do that. We're going to put a couple of buttons at the end. Let's put that aside. Thread our needle. And then we're going to do some finishing touches to what need to be done, like the owl. I still had to do the eyes. We'll do, or I could leave it because I noticed I left the eyes on that one. So I might just leave that like it is. But on this one, I did do the eyes. But I think I'm going to leave it because you really can't tell that's thread or not. So I'm going to leave it. So now we're going to embellish our tree with the buttons. So let's do this quilter knot. There we go. Let's move this out the way. All right. So I have here, now on my other one, I did around about, let me see how many. On this one, I did, okay, here we go. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's try to do, because it looks like for some reason that tree is a little bit larger. But let's try to do at least 6. Okay, so I'm going to do it on the corners. Bring my thread up first. Take a button. Let's see. Let's do the first one red. Okay, we'll do this one. Thread it in, drop the button down, perfect size. I thought it would be, the needle would be too large, but it's not. Okay, we have that red there. We're going to take and bring it back down. Wow, it makes the tree look so nice. Okay, we're going to bring it up again to lock that button in and bring it down. Okay, there we go, people. There we go. Now, alrighty. So I'm gonna bring another one. Let's bring that one here. Let's do purple. That would be awesome. Purple. Or should we do the green? Let's do the green. Okay, it's a 4-hole. So let's do that. Bring the needle up first. Put the button there. Let's bring the needle up. Put the button on. Let's make sure what side I want. I want that side. Bring the button down. Okay. Okay, the button is down. Okay, we can bring it down again. So we go through this hole here. Then we'll go try to do the other one. Nope, not that one, because it's already filled. Correct, that one. Now we bring it up, bring it down, and it's good that I'm using green thread. At first I was going to use the orange, but I said no, that will take away from the tree. So now we're going to go in the buttonhole again to lock that buttonhole down. And there we go. Okay, we can keep the thread going. All right. Now we're going to do one next to the branch. So let's do, how about this? Yeah, that's perfect. Let's do the bright orange. Well, the pastel orange. Okay, so we bring it up. Okay, put the button on. Okay, since it skipped the tree, I'm gonna make sure I have the other button hitting that tree. So we go bring it down this way. There we go. Now we're gonna go crisscross the other way, which I'm quite sure everybody said, okay, we know how to do a button, but you know what? A lot of people don't sew, so I just can't assume people know how to do buttons, but it's always good to put a button on. Okay, there we go. Let's lock it in place. And I will see you at the end of this. Go to the next one. Okay, let's do the last button. We will put the last button on. As a matter of fact, let me turn it this way. There we go. Pull the thread up. Bring it back down. Bring it up again. Let's try it. Bring it back up. Okay, let's see. Seems like it got caught. Why? There we go. And one more time to secure it. Bring it back down. And then we're going to lock it in place. I'm going to go in the back, bring my thread through the other fabric and go down to it. There we go. Now, there we go. We have the tree all embellished at the end. And if you want, you can add more buttons if you like, or you can do the whole tree with buttons, you know. Here go the turkey stitch. So let's recap. We have the, okay, let's do what my, okay, we have the blanket stitch all around, which is holding the two fabrics together. Okay, we have the big button here. We have the colonial knots, or the, no, colonial knots. I didn't do the French knots up here. Okay, the colonial knots. We have satin stitches in some of the grooves here, which is the ivory thread. And I do have just the ivory, yes, the ivory thread and a little touch of green there, okay? Then we have the buttons, which I think it really embellish the tree, okay? Then we have the turkey stitch, okay? Which, like I said, you can just cut it to any length you want, or you can make it even shorter. It don't have to be this long, but that's the turkey stitch on our tree. All right, we have the seed stitch all around. The seed stitch, and I actually did the seed stitch with the stars, okay? Then we have the satin stitch with the owls. Okay, we highlighted the owls with the satin stitch. Then we did the outline stitch of to bring out the owls. Then we have the French knot right there, French knot, and we did the satin stitch here with the wings here, and then we did the cross stitch, okay, right there. Then we did the C stitch and added like a circle to it. So we have both of the owls here. Both of them is almost about the same, but I did them at 2 different times. So if I do this again, I can imagine how it would be. And if I keep doing it, who knows, I might get to do a blanket. But anyway, what do you think, guys? The owl party in the tree. All right, we have the final finale of the owls. I hope you enjoyed the segment that I brought to you. And by the way, like, subscribe, and comment. That will help me to know what you like, and comment what you think is good, or even if you see something that you don't like or you want to get more information on it, comment as well. And guess what, guys? It's a year that I've been doing this. On a year with YouTube. So without you guys, I could not do this. So thank you for joining me in my channel. And if you're new, thank you for watching for your first time, and come back. All right, everyone. I want everybody to have a good one. Bye. Stitch on.